victims were driving in a red car. They pulled into the parking lot. They were followed by Mr. Lopez in a black sedan. They parked, and upon parking, the driver, Jose Cruz, exited the vehicle, and Mr. Lopez exited his vehicle and took the rifle out and fired shots at Mr. Cruz, killing him. And then Mr. Lopez then walked over to the car, fired through the passenger side window, striking and killing his longtime domestic partner. He then immediately turned the gun on himself and shot himself.
What was Jose Cruz's relationship to Margarita Soda?
So at this point, we can only identify that she had been dating Mr. Cruz for a short time.
Okay. On behalf of the police department and the village of Ellenville, certainly this is a tragedy. Can you make any remarks in regards to that?
I have personally known Mr. Lopez for over 30 years. It is a tragedy of just unproportional magnitudes. I cannot even explain how I feel at this point. I was shocked. There was many emotions running through me. Shock, just disappointment, unbelievable sadness. I just can't tell you. It's undescribable in my emotions towards how this. In 1,000 years, if you would have told me that I was going to be responding to this at 9:56 a.m. this morning, I would have told you you were all crazy. I said, because I just can't fathom how he was just a very nice guy. No words. He's been with the village for a long time. I've worked with, as the president of the Board of Education, I've seen his work and his quality of work in the school, and he's always been polite and courteous. There's no indications that this would ever transpire.
So you said there was an ongoing domestic dispute. Ongoing in what sense? Was there ever any calls between the two of them, complaints?
We are currently investigating whether or not we can substantiate that there were domestic issues. We're looking into nothing here in the village that we've received, but we're looking into other aspects of whether or not there were actual domestic disputes. I mean, we do know that he wasn't happy about the situation, as we found out from doing some witness debriefings this morning. But at this point, we're still looking into whether or not maybe other agencies have had some dealings.
Was she still residing with Mr. Lopez at this time?
We believe that she was not residing with him at this time.
Was she living with Cruz?
We do not know where she was living at this point. We just know that she was not residing with Mr. Lopez at this point.
Had she been out of town and just returned? How did Lopez?
There is some information that she had been out of town for several months and had come back and forth. And we're as I said, this is early on in the investigation. We have a lot of legwork to do. Just because we have 3 victims here and 3 victims are deceased, the case does not end there. We'll continue this afternoon with our partners in law enforcement to investigate this aggressively, and we will be looking as to what happened, why it happened, and trying to piece together the where's, what's, and how's, and when's.
Was there a suicide note? Was there any indication from Mr. Lopez that he intended to do this?
We have, right now, as I said, it's early. We have not found any suicide note. We have not found any other indications that this was going to occur.
What's the connection to the Center Street apartments? Did they just pull over there, or did someone live there?
We're looking into that, why he pulled into that lot. We do believe he has a son in the buildings there.
Okay. So was Mr. Cruz driving the car with Soda in the passenger seat?
Mr. Cruz was the driver of the red vehicle, and Ms. Soto was in the passenger side of the red vehicle.
Does Mr. Cruz live at that residence?
We are looking into that right now.
Will you be looking into his social media accounts?
We are currently examining everything. As I said to you right now, it is preliminary. We are in the early stages of a intensive investigation. We are examining everything: social media accounts, cell phone records between all 3, all social media accounts between all 3. We're looking at every possible angle and scenario as to why this could have occurred and how it could have occurred so tragically.
Do we know if Mr. Lopez had reported to work this morning at the school?
As I said, we are currently looking into all aspects of this investigation. We will be looking into that avenue as well. I want to just stress about the school. The school was placed on lockdown because of the initial information that we had received, and out of an abundance of caution, because there was a lot of reports that the school, that the shooter was running in the school. You get all kinds of reports. You have to understand, scenes are chaotic when they first happen. This was a tremendously chaotic scene with a lot of information coming to us. We had to vet out the information. We asked the school to go into their lockdown protocols just out of an abundance of caution. And because it was so close in proximity to the actual shooting, we wanted to make sure that we had all the facts and all the players, identified and at our disposal quickly.
Where did
And
Mr. Cruz work, do you know? Phil?
I have no idea where Mr. Cruz worked at this point. We're still looking into his background.
Thank
Do you know if he lived in Ellenville? Did he live in the village?
We do believe he lived in Ellenville, yes.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Two more questions? Yes, sir?
I think we're all set.
Just when, how important is that people don't jump to conclusions when all these things happen, that they wait for the official information and not start a panic on the social media?
Yeah, there was a lot of panic on social media when this first, took off, and that's one of the pitfalls of social media, if you will. One of the pitfalls of social media is that it creates a lot of unconfirmed rumors and unnecessary angst and just anxiety and panic amongst everybody. So I would ask everybody, as you go about and you come with any type of incident, please wait till you have the accurate information. We will get the information out to you at a time that we feel that it is responsible and that it is accurate. We will not release information. A number of you have called me on the phone. I will not release information before I can vet it out and before I know it's accurate. You will get a response from me that I cannot talk to you right now, and that is what you got. And until I have the information that is accurate and I feel comfortable in releasing it, that's when you'll get it.
But it's still important to see something, say something. Because who knows, it could be
Absolutely
prevented.
important. If you see something, say, no doubt about that. If you see something, say, it's an old adage right now, and a lot of people are saying it, but it's so important. We encourage everybody. If you see something out of the ordinary, somebody acting differently, please call us. And if there is something going on, as we said, if there is something going on, we'll get it out to you. We'll be the ones that give you the accurate information. Don't listen to John Doe down the street that tells you, I just saw 5 shooters running into a building. That's not going to be accurate unless you hear it from us.
Phil, can you say how many shots were fired and how many bullets were,
The forensic investigation unit is still completing their work, Paul, and until we have that from them, I cannot say at this point.
Do you know if anything was said between the parties at the time? Can you verify anything?
From what we have established through the investigation, we do not believe that there was too much conversation.
There wasn't an argument that went on.
There
before.
was no argument. There might have been beforehand, but from what we have at the scene, there was not too many words exchanged.
Were
Do
there
you know
witnesses?
how far Mr. Lopez followed them?
We're still looking into that.
Were there witnesses?
We did identify some witnesses, and we are talking to them presently.
Can you clarify the name of the apartment complex? It's Canal.
Canal Lock Apartments.